ká sì bá wọn dẹ́rìn pòṣónú ká polówó ọjà ká sì tún ka àwọn ìròyìn ìjàlẹ́jàbò ní Nàìjíríà àti lókè òkun. Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá. Àwọn orin tó bá ìgbà mú ìlú àsìkò tí ó lè ti. Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá. Ìkànnì tó rán wọn dànù òkìlẹ̀ ó tún ta wọ́n yọ. Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá. Ẹgbẹ́ polówó ọjà wa ìgbádùn yín láàyò tiwa. Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá. Fàájì tí ò lẹ́lẹ́gbẹ́ ó pọ̀ ó tún ṣàn. Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá. Ẹ ṣe ẹ kú ìtẹ́tí bó ṣe dùn tó tún dùn. Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá. Ẹ tún tẹ́tí lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ bó ṣe rìnlẹ̀ gbìgbìgbì. Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá. Kìlómítà 36 láwa àgọ́wé èrò ìṣàrà rẹ̀ mọ́. Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá. Ṣíjú mélòdì ló ń kọ́ omi lẹ̀ gbìgbìgbì. Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá. Ó dúró pọ̀ létí mi bí mo ṣe ń gbọ́ ló ń dùn mọ́ mi sí. Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá. Onírúurú ẹyẹ ló wà láyé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ọ̀kìn lọ bá wọn. Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá. Máa yí kúrò jẹ́ ká dìjọ máa gbọ́. Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá.
Àràmàdà owó òde o.
Ó mà wá ga o. Gbogbo ọjà ló tutù bí omi àmù yìí. Báwo mo ṣe fẹ́ ṣe é? Tájú òfin máa bùgbà tèmi náà jẹ.
Ọ̀rẹ́ wa àwọn ọlọ́gbọ́n dorí ẹja mú èèyàn. Ultimate FM ni wọ́n ń gbé ìpolówó ọjà wọn lọ. Ìwọ náà gbé polówó ọjà rẹ sí Ultimate FM lówó tí ò ga jara lọ. Àwọn onílé iṣẹ́ ńláńlá olókoòwò kéékèèké Ultimate FM ni wọ́n ń gbé polówó ọjà wọn wá. Ìwọ náà gbé polówó ọjà rẹ wá lónìí. Ká fi tiwa gbé tiyín lárugẹ ní kìlómítà 36 Àgọ́ Ìwòye Road Ìṣàrà Rẹ́mọ Ògùn State. Àtàjèrè ọjà lẹ́sìn mọ́ ta.
Yes, yes, yes. It's VO Resort and Event Center. You need some time away from the hustle and bustle of the city to relax, kick back, and have some fun. Time off with family, friends, and that special someone. You have an event and need a beautiful, accommodating space to host your guests? Look no further. VO Resort and Event Center has got your back with our 1,000-seater hall, restaurant and bar, poolside, gym, tennis courts, golf course, VIP space, kids play courts, alluring bedrooms, and a serene environment to cap it all up. Nothing is left uncovered. VO Resort and Event Center is located at kilometer 36 Ishara, Àgọ́ Ìwòye Road, Ìṣàrà Rẹ́mọ, Ogun State. Telephone 081-687-09103, 090-416-26640, and 091-374-23830. With VO Resort and Event Center, you've made the right choice.
Boy, leave this channel now. I dey enjoy this Ultimate FM. One and a half woman at this Ultimate FM. Man, may enjoy your move. I like him, Ultimate FM.
Najin Daddy on the radio, Motibe FM.
Ìyá Kàbírù dákun fún Ultimate FM yẹn sílẹ̀ bó ń gbádùn ẹ̀.
Má yí kúrò ń bẹ̀, Ultimate FM òun la yín gbọ́.
Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá.
Good morning and welcome to the breakfast show here on Ultimate FM. Today is Monday, another Monday again, the 14th day of Monday. And I don't know if I'm happy or, last Monday I was saying that I was a little bit indifferent. Normally, I'm not a fan of Mondays at all, but last Monday was a little bit different. But I think I'm back to reset mode this Monday. And my weekend was extremely cold.
Oh, yeah, because of the rain.
Good morning, Emmanuel. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
All right, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Messikata, like you guys already know. And this is Emmanuel, so there's no need of doing too many introductions this morning. I'm still feeling the cold. I don't know. Did you feel the same way?
I'll say I'm this agile.
So your body is resistant to cold. You don't feel.
Not really.
No problem. I've seen people that are resistant to cold. I'm not like that. I'm really, really cold this morning. All right, do also join us live on Facebook at Ultimate FM. You can also like our page to get notified when we are live, to be part of all our programs. Listen to us live via our website at www.fearradiofm.com. Follow us on Instagram at official Ultimate FM and on YouTube at Ultimate FM. Right after the short commercial break, we're going to take the newspaper review this morning, so do stay tuned.
Yes. It's VO Resort and Event Center. Do you need some time away from the hustle and bustle of the city to relax, kick back, and have some fun? Time off with family, friends, and that special someone. You have an event and need a beautiful, accommodating space to host your guests? Look no further. VO Resort and Event Center has got your back with our 1,000-seater hall, restaurant and bar, poolside, gym, tennis courts, golf course, VIP space, kids play courts, alluring bedrooms, and a serene environment to cap it all up. Nothing is left uncovered. VO Resort and Event Center is located at kilometer 36 Ishara, Agoiwoye Road, Ishara Remo, Ogun State. Telephone 081-687-09103, 090-416-26640, and 091-374-23830. With VO Resort and Event Center, you've made the right choice.
All right, welcome back to the program this morning on Ultimate FM. Now let's just go straight to the Vanguard newspaper. Gunmen attack another burial ceremony in Anambra, sets vigilante vehicle ablaze. Another gunmen attack has taken place in Inewi South local government area of Anambra State, barely 1 week after a similar incident claimed 16 lives at Ebenebe in Oka North local government area. It was gathered that the gunmen stormed the venue of the burial ceremony and targeted vigilante operatives who were providing security at the venue. According to a source in the area, the gunmen later headed to Utu community in the same local government area where they attacked an office used by the local vigilante and set it ablaze. It also gathered that they abducted one person and his whereabouts were still unknown. Anambra State Police Public Relations Officer Mr. Tochukwu Ikenga, who confirmed the incident, said the Commissioner of Police, Mr. Echeng, the area for the gunmen. Okay, so this looks like a fight between gunmen and vigilante operatives, because we heard of I don't know if you heard about the incident of the gunmen that stormed a burial, but that case was a case of a cultist who they said they shouldn't bury, and the family still went ahead to carry out according to them, a befitting burial ceremony, and even went ahead to print invitation cards and all those kind of stuff. So they were angry, so they came and stormed and killed people. But in this case now, they didn't kill the guest that came for the burial. They went straight to the vigilante operatives, and they did not end there. They also went to another community and still burnt down a building that was being used. So it's looking like there's something against. So probably these vigilante people might have done something to one of their members or something that they're trying to retaliate. But whatever the case may be, we really do hope that the police is able to uncover the whole issue and able to carry out proper investigations and make sure that because this one that they are storming burials nowadays, people are now going to start.
They will get scared of and also I want to say, and maybe or maybe not, the issue of this gunmen, like it's actually something that is like they are using it to cover up something. Like they should just let us know the identity of these people that are bringing up this attack. you just see gunmen this, gunmen that, gunmen. We know that okay, gunmen are like people with guns attacking, and that
I get your point.
Just coming up saying
gunmen,
attack,
just so it's just like Emmanuel just carry gun and
random,
you know, and it's like a trend. So if it becomes like that means it's not just any regular person just carrying a gun. There must be a motive behind the whole thing. So let us know what exactly is happening.
After that, then we can ask.
I get it's true. All right, headsmen taking our people hostage, demanding money, food items. Delta community, indigenes of Uweru Kingdom, Uyeli North local government area, Delta State, have lamented AK-47 wielding headsmen, who they are alleged to have taken their people hostage and demand money and food items as conditions for their release. President General of the Kingdom, Mr. McPherson Egbedu, who spoke to newsmen during the weekend, said 3 persons were currently receiving treatment after they were shot by headsmen who came to Ohoro Secondary School to take a student hostage. He said some days ago the contractors that are working were taken hostage. The contractors then called that they requested that they should bring some money, food items, so many things, and that they spent about 68,000 naira in purchasing the items before they were released. There were about 4 of them with AK-47 rifles. These headsmen, they are hungry. This particular group of headsmen are hungry because
I've not heard about ransom below 500,000, 1 million, let's say 100,000.
You are even talking about ransom below. This one, they are even asking for food stuff.
Yeah.
So meaning that they are hungry.
68,000. Yeah, that's the thing. But it's not something to really.
No, it's something. Don't say it's not something to really. It's something because things like this might start small, but if they are not corrupt, these people will have weapons, obviously. And if nothing is being done, they will graduate from just injured, because people, according to what the President General of their kingdom said, he said that 2 people are currently receiving treatment in the hospital, meaning that if they are not, something is not done, it might graduate from just receiving treatment to maybe killing some certain people. And in fact, even if they don't kill, there's still this fear in people that I cannot go about my daily business, I cannot do this, I cannot do that, because headsmen are around. And another thing is people thinking, you were the one talking about how you saw headsmen with dogs and some kind of things in your neighborhood some time ago. Before, we used to, in fact, there are still some certain people here in Nigeria that believe that headsmen, they can never get to where we are. They are just in a particular area, they can never get, but that is not the case anymore. So I really do think that people should be much more careful, and that the state government should watch out for those small communities where they can easily penetrate, because those are the people that are at risk more, especially places where they are surrounded by bushes, grasses. They come with under the disguise of trying to feed their cattle and all that, and before you know it leads to another thing. So I think people should just be watchful. They should be watchful. All right, let me just take one more headline. 5 killed, others injured as bandits open fire on vehicle in Katsina. No fewer than 5 passengers were confirmed killed and 3 others critically injured after bandits armed with the sophisticated weapons opened fire on a vehicle on the Yatumaki Damusa Road in Katsina State. An eyewitness said of the 8 passengers, who were all indigenes of Gubirawa and Kaiga Malamai villages in Katsina State, 6 of them were returning from Benin City in Edo State, where they worked. Another one was coming from the Federal Capital Territory, where he had gone to supply chickens. He said the vehicle left Yantumaki for Damusa town in the early hours of Saturday. The police spokesman Gambo Issa also confirmed the incident to Channels Television yesterday. So this is another case of bandits. Okay, so now in this case, we can actually say they are bandits. Exactly what you were saying. So there should be a label for these people. Let's stop calling them gunmen, because they are not just people that stood up and started carrying guns all of a sudden. And kind of weapons they even carry are very sophisticated. So let us label them. Are they Boko Haram? Are they bandits? Are they what exactly are they? Are they members of one political?
What they are fighting for?
What do they want? Yeah, what do they want? Let us label them. Let's just stop calling them gunmen that just came into communities and started killing people. That is what we want to know. And in this case now, they are being labeled as bandits, and I think that is something that is not. I don't know about you, Manu, but I do not think that the government is giving adequate attention to this issue of banditry. What do you think?
That's really what I'm saying. Like we just wake up one morning, see stories about we see crime stories, bandits attack this. We don't really know the motive behind them. So I don't want to say that government are not really looking into the matter, and at the same time I will say they are not looking into the matter. Okay, so the reason why I said it's not that I'm not going to say that, is because just okay, the government just pull out, like, okay, they want to just see, they just want to try, so it's not going to be as if we are seeing the government as not carrying out their responsibility. Yeah, so they are not really like as they should.
They are not tackling the issue as they should.
So we can't, like, because we just see them regularly coming up as if they have no fear that, okay, there's nothing that's going to happen after this. This is just what they know. The next action of the government, they know that, okay, after this is what the governments are going to do. So we just hope better days as we are to have to.
All right. That was it on the Vanguard newspaper this morning. More headlines coming after this short.
Ultimate FM ní tiwa. Kásẹ̀ tó dáa, kásì bá wọn dẹ́rìn pòṣónú, ká polówó ọjà, kásì tún ka àwọn ìròyìn ìjàlẹ́jàbọ̀ ní Nàìjíríà àti lókè òkun. Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá. Àwọn orin tó bá ìgbà mú, ìlú àsìkò tí ó létí. Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá. Ìkànnì tó rán wọn dànù òkìlẹ̀ ó tún ta wọ́n yọ. Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá. Ẹgbẹ́ polówó ọjà wa, ìgbádùn yín láàyò tiwa. Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá. Fàájì tí ò lẹ́lẹ́gbẹ́ ó pọ̀ ó tún ṣàn. Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá. Ẹ ṣe ẹkú ìtẹ́tí bó ṣe dùn tó tún dùn. Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá. Ẹ̀tún tẹ́tí lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ bó ṣe rìnlẹ̀ gbìgbìgbì. Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá. Kìlómítà 36 láwa àgọ́wé ròdì ṣara rẹ̀ mọ́. Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá. Ṣíjú mélòdì ló ń kọ́ omílẹ̀ gbìgbìgbì. Ultimate FM àgbáyídá. Ó dúró pọ̀ létí mi bí mo ṣe ń gbọ́ ló dùn mọ́ mi sí. Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá. Onírúurú ẹyẹ ló wà láyé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ọ̀kìn lọ bá wọn. Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá. Máa yí kúrò jẹ́ ká dìjọ máa gbọ́. Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá.
Hey, welcome back to the Breakfast Show here on Ultimate FM. Do well to join us live on Facebook at Ultimate FM, and also like our page to get notified when we are live to be part of our programs. All right, Emmanuel.
All right, on Punch newspaper this morning, NDLEA traces 4.2 billion naira to Abba Kyari, co-accused account. Fresh facts have emerged on how suspended Super Cop and former commander of the Intelligence Response Team, DCP Abba Kyari, as well as his deputy ACP Sunday Uba, allegedly received a combined 4.2 billion naira from their separate bank account. The details are part of a report sent to the agency about Attorney General of the Federation Abubakar Malami by the NDLEA. According to the Drug Enforcement Agency, not less than 1.4 billion naira passed through Kyari's account while he was commander of the IRT. However, Kyari's deputy Uba may receive far more than him, as not less than 2.8 billion naira was traced to his 8 bank accounts. So this issue of Abba Kyari, when I see the news story on Sahara Reporter, they call him, they say, disgraced Abba Kyari. So they are the only one that labeled him as such. So as someone of high quality, someone that we see as, they say, is the leader of the Intelligence Response Team. And now they are saying he was, and now they are saying the total amount that passed through his account while he was still the commander. So now this issue needs critical investigation, because I see most people just randomly say, they just say like, oh, in 1 month now it's going to be released. They are going to everything is going to get over and this and that. So I don't really see it like that. I just want the government to just look into it.
You want the government to prove those people that are saying those things
they should just
wrong.
look into it, and we should just see, okay, this is the reason why this thing should go like this. It should be prosecuted according to law.
I mean, all the evidences against him are already
much,
they are enough to actually say, okay, this person is indeed guilty. So I think that the case shouldn't be prolonged or any of such, you know, and it shouldn't be like the way people are saying that, don't worry, 1 month later everything
you
is
just have that mindset that are we not in Nigeria in 1 month?
No, I don't think that this case is going to be. I'm kind of confident that this case is not going to be one of those cases. But let's see how it unfolds.
All right. Another headline here: we won't make gunpoint negotiations with ASU, says federal government. The Federal Ministry of Education has said it will not enter into agreements with the Academic Staff Union of Universities under DORES. The ministry called on ASU to call off its strike so that they will not have gunpoint negotiation and make promises that we will not be able to fulfill. The ministry spokesman Ben Gong made this known in an interview with The Punch on Sunday. Our correspondent also gathered that the National Executive Council of the Union, which is currently meeting at the University of Abuja, would announce the final decision on whether to proceed with the indefinite strike or suspend the current industrial action today, Monday. The national president, ASU, Emmanuel Oshudeke, confirmed that the NEC was indeed meeting but refused to make further comment. As you said the other time when we were talking about this issue of ASU, the federal government are not really playing their part in calling off the strike, and ASU are not really wanting to also call off the strike without having.
So nobody is willing to come
take the blame.
Yeah,
That's what he said. He said nobody is willing to.
It's not even. I think now it's not even a matter of taking the blame. Nobody is ready to actually sit down and say, okay, what is the way forward? Everybody just wants things to be done their own way. And you know, in things like this, there has to be one party has to compromise for the other. But in this case, the federal government isn't ready, ASU isn't ready. So everything is just still on a standstill. And I always say that the people that are affected by all this still end up being the students, because they are the ones that will still stay home for extra 1, 2, 3 months for as long as this whole thing continues between the federal government and ASU. So I think that it is not a matter of saying we will not negotiate with the federal government at gunpoint. Federal government saying that we need you to do this. Let them, both of them, sit down and come to a conclusion.
Yeah, the funniest part of this is when I went on Twitter, when one random person tweeted that ASU are big, wash split tire. Then the federal government replied. I mean, ASU replied saying you've not seen anything yet. Like the official.
Are you sure it's the official Twitter handle of ASU?
Yeah, I confirmed it, and I was like, everybody were just posting. I'm like, what? Like, this is really serious.
No, you know, sometimes people, they just like cruising in this country. But nevertheless, I think it reflects, even in as much as it might sound funny, it reflects the fact that ASU is not ready to back down, right? Anytime soon. So it's either one party compromises for the other, or this whole thing just continues. That's just how it's going to be.
Okay, I'll just take one more headline. Lagos businessman council clash over Bont Plaza. A businessman, Ajibade Olajoku, has accused the vice chairman of the Mushin local government area, Tubosun Aruwe, and the leader of the legislative arm of the council, Olamide Williams, of attempting to deprive him of the Azan Ola Plaza, which was recently gutted by fire. The plaza is in the Aguiyi Rosie International Trade Center, Ladipo Market, Mushin. The fire, which claimed no life, destroyed property of occupants of the plaza worth billions of naira. Olajoku said the plaza was built in a piece of land that the state government allocated through the Mushin local government to his late father's company, Paramount Development Venture, Venture Limited. Okay, so this news story is about a man fighting for his property, as it is written here. So the council of Mushin area is now actually owner of the land, so they're actually fighting over it, and it actually got fire. So there's actually no issue saying that the fire was actually due to the fact that he had issue with them. So him is saying that like he's trying to relate the fire accident to that, okay, he's having issue with these people on a normal day. So now I don't really know why this news story is actually coming up, but at the same time we should just know that okay, fire accident, no life, but lot of property of people, of occupants of the plaza were actually destroyed.
All right, that was it this morning on the Punch newspaper. Right after this commercial break, we're going to take more headlines, so stay connected.
Boy, leave this channel now. I dey enjoy this Ultimate FM.
One happy home at this Ultimate FM. Man, may enjoy your film. I like him, Ultimate FM.
Ina jin daɗi wannan gidan rediyo Mutubai FM.
Ìyá Kàbírù dákun fún Ultimate FM yẹn sílẹ̀ mò ń gbádùn ẹ̀.
má yí kúrò ń bẹ̀ Ultimate FM òun láyé ń gbọ́.
Ultimate FM lálára àgbàyíká.
Alright, you're welcome back to the program here on Ultimate FM. On the Nation newspaper, accident claims 12 lives on Ilori Ogbomosho Road. 12 people are feared dead in a road accident which occurred on Ilori Ogbomosho Road on Saturday. Speaking on the incident, the Kwara Sector Commander of the Federal Road Safety Corps, Mr. Jonathan Owade, gave the figure to newsmen in Ilori. Owade said the accident occurred at Ote area and involved a white Toyota Hummer bus without a registration number and a white Volvo trailer also without a registration number. He blamed the accident on route violation, speed limit violation, and loss of control. Still the same cause every single time, but they don't still hear.
Get to learn from. And also, I'll also say that this issue, okay, they had accident, and at the same time, the two vehicle
registration numbers, so which is an offense on its own. Yes. With driving without the registration number is an offense, and now you don't have registration number, but you will not still drive carefully. From pan to fire, and now 12 lives have been lost just because of the carelessness of two drivers. If aside the regular driving lessons that people take, I think that there should be a way to actually test run drivers before you deem them fit of driving on the road. I think there should be a way of testing their driving skills and also their mental health first before they even start allowing, because the rate at which accidents happen, and many a times it's because these people lose control on the roads, or they are over speeding. I see no reason why someone should be driving on a major road, especially an express like that, and you are over speeding, or your brake is not so good, but you are still driving the car. Nevertheless, you're still driving the vehicle. It only means that there's something that is wrong with your head. That is the reason why people need to pass through mental tests first before they should even be allowed to drive on the road, because these things are becoming something else. All right, 2 kidnap suspects arrested in Ogun. Police have arrested 2 suspected members of a notorious kidnap syndicate, Jato Abu Bello and Muhammad Suleiman, for their alleged roles in a series of kidnap cases in Ogun State. Police said the suspects were part of the gang that kidnapped one Ajibola Salimot Adejoke in Oke-Ode area of Ayetoro Road, Abeokuta, on February 17. They also allegedly kidnapped one Victoria Oladoyin on February 26 in Aboba area of Abeokuta, and equally abducted 2 siblings, Esther Kehinde and David Kehinde, in Ayetoro on March 8, it was said. Imagine. Thank God that they have been caught.
Yeah.
But I want to ask this question. I know you don't have the answer, but I'll still ask you nevertheless. What exactly is the reason for this high level of crime here in Ogun State? Because if you check the news for past couple of months, in fact for a long period of time, even before I even came here, Ogun State has always been on the news for one crime or the other. What exactly do you think is the cause for this whole circle of crime?
Yeah, as you said, I don't really have an answer to it, but at the same time, crime is actually, I would say, inevitable in every area of the state. I mean, in the country, everywhere. So, but it depends. There are some crime cases that you see and you'll be like,
the cases in Ogun State are usually outrageous when you hear cutting of human parts during this and one ritual
or the other. And the other one that actually moved me was when 3 people of age 17, 18, 19.
Yes, the crimes are always something that you should not even hear about.
And I will also say the security operative Ogun State are actually trying out their best in putting out security personnel out there, trying to know, like, whenever I go back home, I see Open Mesa van patrol every minute. Just go.
It's not just about patrolling. It's about actually carrying out the necessary action. So I think that if it's in that case, then the security operatives needs to really top up their game. Although in this case of catching these kidnappers, I think they did a good job there. So they should just continue the good work. Just the last headline: Kenya-bound pastor arrested at Lagos airport for alleged hemp possession. Operator Enforcement Agency NDLEA have arrested the pastor Reverend Ugochukwu Emmanuel Ekwem at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport, Ikeja, Lagos, allegedly with 54 sticks of cannabis wrapped around his body. Ekwem was on his way to a 3-week crusade in Nairobi, Kenya. NDLEA spokesman Femi Babafemi said in a statement yesterday that the General Overseer of Christ Living Hope Church confessed during a preliminary interview that he wanted to use the illicit substance during the crusade. Cannabis.
I saw the news story. They actually placed everything on this scale. When they get to catch someone like that, they take all the things from him and they place it. I think it's weighed about 40 grams or 40 kilogram. And I'm like a pastor. And now that
was even going for crusade.
And now this one is saying he wanted to use
it for the crusade. What exactly did he want to use it at the crusade for? Did he want to maybe he wanted to take it before the program started?
54.
Because I really do not understand the explanation. Did he want to take it to get hyped up for the program, or he wanted to give it to the people that came as a gift?
I don't understand.
I really do not understand what exactly the aim was. Said he wanted to use it for the program, but thank God that he was caught. And there are still so many people like this at large. They claim to be one thing. They claim to be pastors, claim to be one form of big businessman or the other, whereas they are criminals. But thank God I was so, because that is a large amount of. Even if at all you say you want to use it, maybe you want to get high for your program, 54 sticks. Maybe he wants to kill himself, I don't know. All right, that was it this morning on the newspaper review here on the Breakfast Show. Today is Monday, and I just want to motivate you guys. But it's not my word though; it's Emmanuel's word that I want to steal. He said something on Friday that so consistency is much better than speed. So I want that to be your watchword this week. While you carry out your daily duties, you go to work, you do whatever it is that you are doing, just know that consistency is better than speed. So it's better to keep doing one good thing, over a long period of time than for you to rush and just do nonsense at the end of the day. So it still applies to your daily job for people that have tasks and for people that have targets that they need to meet. Nobody's saying you shouldn't try your very best to meet your target, but just make sure that you are doing the right things in the process. Don't overrush yourself just because you want to meet targets. And at the end of the day, you find that the process that you used to get there wasn't it in the first place. Just be consistent in doing whatever good thing you are doing, and at the end of the day you find out that you're going to get. Do you have any last words before we wrap up?
As you said, doing something regularly and pushing forward, the result is surely going to come.